And I thank God for that on today. The scripture title that I will be using today is I once was blind, but now I see.
That's good. That's good.
I once was blind, but now I see. As we read the 3 verses on this morning, we saw where Jesus was walking along, and he saw a blind man who had been blind from birth. So his disciples asked him a question. Rabbi, who sinned? Was it this man? Did he sin? Was it his parents? Did they sin? Who was it that sinned? It was not because of his parents, Jesus answered them. But this happened so that the power of God could be seen in him. Sometimes we go through things as we're walking along in life. And you might be thinking, Lord, what is going on? What did I do? It's not always necessarily what you did, but it's that God could get the glory. See, the reason the disciples asked the questions is because from the book of Exodus, the 20th and the 5th chapter, the second commandment says this: you must not make for yourself an idol of any kind or an image of anything in the heavens or on the earth or in the sea. You must not bow down to them or worship them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, who would not tolerate your affection for any other gods. I lay the sins of the parents upon their children. Their entire family is affected, even children in the 3rd and 4th generations of those who reject me. But I lavish unfailing love for 1,000 generations on those who love me and obey my commands. Coming out of the New Living Translation. See, the disciples remembered what the law said. The 3rd to the 4th generations. Sins are laid down to them. But I thank God for grace on today. Because we're in the grace dispensation period. So what my forefathers did, it doesn't transpire to me. And what I've done in the past doesn't transfer down through generations to come. Aren't you glad that we have a gracious God on this morning? That we are accountable for our